Since its inception, creative minds have strived to perfect the guitar. Be it humbucking pickups, Floyd Rose trem systems, robotic tuners, there have been some great advancements with this instrument. But there have also been some downright weird ones, and that's what we're looking at today. 8 truly bizarre guitar inventions. Let's dive in. To start things off, we're going back to the 80s, a time when the world was beginning to digitize. With computers taking a more prominent role in society, of course someone is going to combine that technology with guitar. I present to you the Synthax. This strange looking beast was played more or less like an ordinary guitar, though the fretting and picking strings were offset. Unlike a normal guitar, you could also use built-in expression pads to control attack, sustain, decay, and release. The guitar itself made no sound, but instead acted as a MIDI trigger, sending a digital signal to a synthesizer which then created the sounds. So why didn't this brilliant innovation take off? Fewer than 100 were ever made, and that probably has something to do with the price tag of $13,000. Though this wouldn't dissuade the drummer from Bela Fleck and the Flecktones from using one. Instead of playing a traditional drum set, the percussionist known as Futureman uses a heavily modified Synthax triggering drum sounds. Truly a sight to be seen, and it sounds shockingly great. Moving on, when it comes to gear, many of us guitarists prefer vintage technology. Be it the tubes that power our amps or the guitars from yesteryear that we value so highly. So it warms my heart to know that the Candela Vibraphase guitar pedal could have been built 200 years ago. Crafted by Zachary Vex, this pedal is powered not by battery or power supply, but by candle. Using solar technology and a bunch of other things I don't understand, it creates a beautiful tremolo effect. Zvex claims that this was never meant to be practical or compact, but instead it was crafted as a labor of love for the sake of doing something cool. You yourself can own one of the most fascinating guitar pedals ever made for the low price of $6,000. Next up on our list is Alvino Ray's singing guitar. While the talkbox was popularized by the likes of Peter Frampton, Joe Perry, and Slash, the initial application of this device is rather unexpected. Though the talkbox is most commonly associated with rock and roll, it was originally used by steel guitar player Alvino Ray as far back as the late 30s. When on stage playing big band jazz, Ray would route the signal from his steel guitar through a tube. His wife, who was backstage, put the tube on her throat as she mouthed the words. The sound that reverberated through her mouth was picked up by a microphone and further amplified. We can see this effect on display here.
See the sun go down, way down. I hate to see that even sun go down, way down.
It would be some 30 years and a number of technological tweaks before the talkbox would begin to appear in rock and roll. Now, let's fast forward to something a little more recent. One of the defining features of the guitar is obviously the 6 metal strings, or for some, 8 strings. But Mesa Digital Instruments decided to do away with strings altogether with their Mesa Katara. This zany device is more or less the 2011 equivalent of the Synthax we looked at earlier. It's a MIDI controller that sends a digital signal to an external device. Unlike the Synthax, the guitar uses sensors instead of strings and frets to choose the pitch. The strumming head operates a touchscreen, which enables you to create a plethora of weird and wacky new age synth tones. And next, I'd like to ask, have you ever been sitting passenger seat in a car wishing you were playing your guitar? Well, in 2006, Volkswagen came out with a solution to solve that age-old problem. If you bought any VW, they not only would throw in a first act guitar, but that guitar could be plugged into the car's sound system. Their 06 models had amp modelers and preamps built right into them, which seems like one of the most useless things that I could personally ever imagine. The one saving grace being the commercial where John Mayer is shredding blues through a punch buggy. Having said that, Volkswagen, if you ever want to do something again, hit me up. Number 6 on our list is for all those band members out there who are sick and tired of dealing with egotistical guitar players. Lucky for you, there now exists a guitar playing robot named March. He's got 78 fingers, 22 arms, and most importantly, doesn't drink too much before playing a set at your grandma's 80th birthday. Built by engineers at the University of Tokyo, March is one member of the 3-piece robot band Z Machine. It's pretty cool and a little bit creepy hearing music played by robots. There are a number of clips on YouTube you can check out. I'd suggest doing it while you still can, because it's only a matter of time before these robots take over the world. Moving on, we have an instrument that takes playing air guitar to a whole new level. The Clipper Pneumatic Guitar is similar to our last robot guitars, but everything is powered by air valves and controlled by an external iPad. This automated instrument was not designed so much as a musical feat, but rather to showcase the company's products. Pneumatic valves, cylinders, fittings, and various other things I've never heard of, all made by Clipper. And if If you're into air guitars, pay close attention to our final bizarre guitar invention, the Air Guitar World Championship. This organization is exactly what it sounds like, a worldwide competition to show off your air guitar skills. And let me tell you, I was ready to make a joke at the expense of what seems like a bit of a goofy idea. But honestly, they're one of the most wholesome bunches I've come across in a while. The first paragraph on Air Guitar Canada's website says, "Our organization stands for world peace and donates the proceeds of our events to Right to Play Canada, a not-for-profit that helps kids worldwide through the power of sport and play. And according to an ancient air guitar proverb, when you're holding an air guitar, you can't be holding a gun." So power to the National Air Guitar Competition, this one's for you guys. And that, my friends, is all for today. 8 truly bizarre guitar inventions. I know there's got to be some other oddities out there that I have yet to uncover. So if you know of something weird and wonderful, please let me know in the comments. These videos are made possible by the support I get through Patreon, a crowdfunding platform that allows creators like me to do what I do. If you like what I do and you're interested in that program and the unique rewards that come with it, hit that link over there. Subscribe, make sure you stay tuned. I've got new videos twice a week. Thank you all for watching. I'm Samurai Guitarist, and I will see you again soon.